Alright, how's it going everyone? This is me again, Oh No Person, back with a brand new video, and today I'm coming at you with the 20,000 plus subscriber special. This is insane. I don't know how we got here, and it was in the very short span of like a couple weeks, maybe 2 or 3. We were at 15, and then all of a sudden it boomed. It was 5,000 more people that started watching the channel, so this is insane to me. So I made a poll on YouTube because I never know how to repay. I don't know. There's literally nothing in my power that I can do to repay each and every single one of you, like, properly, you know? So I did what best I know how, I guess. And so I just asked a couple questions. Well, I asked a question, and I wanted to see what you guys thought, where you guys were. And by popular demand, democracy, this is what you guys wanted, and I'm very excited to do this because I've actually really been looking forward to this set because it's Spider-Man and it's retro. There's like all of these figures look amazing. I hadn't had the time to really sit down and find them. Specifically, originally I only wanted the 3 of them, but I said why not, and so I decided to make it an option to get the whole set, and you guys wanted that. You guys were into that, so yeah, this is what we're doing today. This is what we're doing right now. So I'm really excited. I don't want to waste that much time. And so this is the Marvel Legends Retro Spider-Man Wave series review. So yes, we have the normal Spider-Man, which people are deeming to be the best. We will see about that. We have Peter Parker, which is, I think, the first Peter Parker we ever have. That's on full-on, Peter Parker attire. I'm excited for that. Gwen Stacy, which can also be Mary Jane Watson. Daredevil, which looks like, this is like the best looking Daredevil I've ever seen. I'm so happy that it's this one that I'm getting. A Green Goblin, which I actually needed in my collection because I don't have one. I got rid of mine a long time ago. And Electro. And so we're going to start with Electro, and then Green Goblin, and then Daredevil. We're going to finish up with Spider-Man, because that is the order in which I am the least most excited figure. So we're gonna kind of overview all of them, and then we'll go more into detail with the more figures that we're kind of the most looking forward to. So let's get started. I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's gonna be a long one, I'm pretty sure. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so I just want to make a little disclaimer before I start reviewing these figures, specifically all of them. Again, I did not grow up reading comics, so these looks, I appreciate them because they're very classic. I know what they look like. I just didn't grow up on them. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of like Spider-Man PS4 comparisons and a lot of movie comparisons because that's what I'm into, and I think that's what a lot of you guys are into. Being into the retro things for the sake of being into the being into the retro things because you grew up with them, that's a whole other type of energy that I do not have. So I'm sorry if anybody's offended by the comparisons that I'm gonna make. But yeah, so we're gonna start off with Electro. Sadly I do not have another Electro to make to compare and contrast with. But yeah, as far as this one goes, it looks good. I like it. Electro's it's a cool character. He pops. He has this little thing. Well, this thing here on his face. It's a very unique look to him. He's green and yellow. They're two very nice contrasting colors. Again, here's his face. Pretty cool. And you can see all the really nice colors that he has on him. I mean, it's a pretty basic looking figure in the sense that, it's Electro. We all kind of know what he looks like. And yeah, if we move him around, because I just got him out of the packaging, so this is the first time I'm playing around with him. Joints are nice and stiff. Nothing seems to be out of, proportion or incorrect. Yes. He has a standard, I guess, Marvel Legends articulation for his body mold. Nothing very special. Oh god, my concern is always the wrists of these figures. They're always, at the wrist specifically, they're always really tight, so I feel like whenever you bend them, they can snap. I don't want that. But yeah, so he does come with extra pair of hands. This is what they look like. You can do pretty good poses with that. I'm probably going to be posting pictures individually of these figures on my Instagram, so if you want to go ahead and follow that. I'll leave it right here. It's unknown.youtuber. I did change it because there was a lot of, I don't know. I just changed it because I thought this would be a little bit easier to remember. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much Electro. Again, pictures to come for the Instagram if you want to see them, you know, in action and what they look like. But yeah, nice figure. And let's move on to the next one. Alright, Green Goblin. So I wasn't particularly excited about this figure either, just because I feel like it's, I don't want to say a generic figure. It is a very, like, extravagant figure. Like, it's an extravagant character. Like, it comes with a whole bunch of accessories. Like, for example, like this little glider thing, which is always cool to have. The pumpkin. Of course, the classic pumpkin right there. And an extra head, which is, I think, a novelty. I'm not too used to that one. But it is, oh no. It is such a, like, I don't want to say overplayed, but I feel like a lot of collectors have had or have a whole bunch of Green Goblins in their collection, and variations of this specific body mold. And I've owned one with literally this. This is a repaint, pretty much. But I am excited to have it back in my collection because I did not have one, and now I have this one. So now I can be like, okay, I'm not actually uncultured. I do have a Green Goblin. So yeah, looking at his face, it is looking kind of creepy, but I like it. At the same time, I don't. Because it's like, why do you have to look like that? But I do like it. I also appreciate that there aren't any like paint problems. My big thing is always paint, to be honest. I don't really care, not that I don't care, but I care less about joint issues. Because I don't really mess around with them. They just kind of go on display forever and ever, and I like looking at them. But my thing is paint. I need them to look nice. So yeah. Oh, his joints are nice and tight though. That's always a plus though, when their joints are tight and not loose and you don't feel like you're gonna break them. Yeah, here's this little bag. And let's see what he looks like with, I don't know if I'm supposed to take this off. I'll just leave it on. With his interchangeable head. Oh no. Ooh, this is gonna be, yeah, right off the bat, this looks just like a little bit too big for the hole, but I guess that's what she said. But hold on. It's not all the way in, but I also don't want to. Okay. Oh no, this is bad. Okay, we'll just go with that. You get the idea. That's kind of what he looks like. I'm probably not going to use that. But, you know, it's nice that he does come with the extra head. Oh no. Okay. Okay, we fixed it. But anyway, yeah, this is basically what he looks like. It is a solid figure. I do appreciate him being, you know, nice and smooth. The colors pop nicely. The camera picks up very icely on that. And again, there will be pictures of these figures on the Instagram. So once again, go follow that if you want to go see an extra closer look of these figures. But that is it for Green Goblin, and let's move on to the next figure. Now, for Daredevil, this is a figure that there's a little bit more to him than normally, I would say. First things first, I love the mold. Like, I love this figure, like, the way that it looks. I'm not very educated on Daredevil. The series came out on Netflix whenever it did. I wasn't very interested in the character, and I wasn't really a big fan of his, I guess his attire, his costume. But this works. This is cool. I didn't know this version existed, and I'm sorry for my ignorance, but I like the surprise, you know? So yeah. So first things first, he comes with extra, like, gauntlets, which is interesting because we don't really see that, because these have the little things attached to them. So if you want to make him hold his baton, you have to switch out the gauntlet, you know, take out his hand, take out the gauntlet, put the normal one, and then make him hold the thing. Which is elaborate, I guess. This is really cool. We hadn't seen this before, or maybe we have, I'm not sure, but this is new to me. But yeah, if we adjust the light a little bit, and I show you the figure, it's a really nice metallic looking figure. It looks like, you know, armor, like he's wearing armor, not just, you know, cloth, like Deadpool. And I like that. I like that a lot. And he does come with the extra head that I won't be taking off because of the bad experience that I had with Green Goblin. But yeah, I'm excited for this figure. This is the, I think I've owned a Daredevil before. Oh god, I'm trying to think. I really don't remember, but this is the only Daredevil in my collection now, and I'm really happy that it's this one because it looks really cool. So again, I'm gonna, shamelessly say that all of these, there's gonna be exclusive, not exclusive, but just extra pictures of each and every single one of these figures on my Instagram later on today or even tomorrow. So everybody should keep an eye on that. But that is Daredevil. Let's move on to the next figure. Alright, so here we have Gwen Stacy, which was originally one of the figures that I was the most excited for this wave. And what a unique figure this is. I'm so happy that this is a thing, that this figure is what it is. Because it just comes with so many, like, oh my god, it's the accessories for me, honestly. So she comes with this little binder. Of course, she's supposed to be a college student. So she comes with this little binder or trapper keeper, whatever you want to call it. This is a new accessory. She also comes with this Midtown High School notebook or book or whatever this is, a planner maybe. But that's cool. And she also comes with a copy of the Daily Bugle paper right there. All three really unique accessories, all three really cool accessories. I'm just so happy that are a thing. And I'm happy with the figure. Nothing too special about her. She is what you look through the package, but I'm just so happy that we get another, like, first of all, this is my first Gwen Stacy, and second of all, the fact that you can make her into a Mary Jane. Like, the last Mary Jane that we got is so expensive nowadays. Like, I missed out on that one. So the fact that now you can, it's basically you get two figures for one, and it's not like, they both work. Both heads work with the body. So I love this. I am probably gonna keep her as Gwen Stacy because I am a little bit OCD like that. But for somebody else who maybe is a customizer out there or something like that, if you do want to get another one and maybe repaint her like the color of her outfit, or maybe give her a different jacket or whatever you want to do with her, you can just definitely get yourself, you can have a Gwen Stacy and a Mary Jane. So that's great. And also the articulation on her is really nice. There's a nice cut on her skirt right there so that it gives her more range of motion. I don't know why she would need to do that. Oh, it's just on one side. Unlucky. But, it gives her more range of motion than otherwise if the cut wasn't there. The jacket is a nice, not really tough material. And I really like her boots. Like, I love that. It's really cool. And I love that, the range. I'm not really, since I don't really, most Marvel Legends I get are male. And if I get a female figure, it's usually going to be like a WWE figure or maybe like a DC figure. Well, mostly WWE. But I'm always really happy that female figures in Marvel have double jointed knees. I appreciate that a lot. So yeah, I'm just so happy for this figure. There's definitely going to be a lot of shots with her and the normal Peter Parker. And yeah, I'm happy with this one. That's Gwen Stacy. Let's move on to the two main events. Alright, so here we have the first ever Peter Parker, which is definitely the co-main event of the evening, and one of the, this is one of the figures that I've been the most looking forward to as, a Marvel Legends collector. I've always wanted to have, a normal Peter Parker, and I've spent, countless hours just looking for, a custom Peter Parker, on eBay, and now that I have this, I'm so excited for it. It's so cool. It's, I guess it's not the outfit that I would rather him have, because it is, supposed to be, an older time frame figure, but it works. It works so well. I love the sneakers, the pants, the belt, how he looks like he's just a proper, unassuming little college kid. Oh, that wasn't good. But I guess it was. It's fine. I love that for him. And the glasses are so funny. I wish they were removable. I don't know if they are. I don't want to force them out if they aren't. But it kind of looks like they're not removable. They're just kind of... hold on. They're just kind of glued really nicely right there between his little... I forget the name for that part of somebody's hair. But yeah, I don't want to force them out and then not be able to put them back on again. But yeah, I appreciate that. And then this is kind of confusing. I guess I don't have context for it, but the fact that it's half a mask and half his face, it kind of makes no sense. I would rather him come with a full mask, I guess. or like a normal face without the glasses, I guess. But it's probably like a context thing, like I said. It's probably from like a specific comic. There's probably a background story to this that I don't know, that I lack. But, you know, still cool. And of course, his really big camera, like old school camera, really detailed actually for a little small thing. You can see the little buttons everywhere and stuff. And yeah, really nice. So I'm excited to pose him with this. You know, I'm just excited to pose this figure in general. Like, we've all been, well, I personally at least, I've been, you know, craving a Spider-Man figure for so long. And now that we have one, it's really exciting. So, great figure. I definitely recommend this one because it's one that we don't really get often. So if you were gonna pick something up from this wave besides the normal Spider-Man, I would pick this one up. Just because it's so unique and we don't get many of these often. So this is a nice figure. Let's move on to the main event. Alright, so here we have the new and improved Spider-Man, even though it is the retro Spider-Man. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually haven't seen any reviews about any of these figures in the set ever. So imagine my surprise when I open this figure up and I'm thinking, okay, this is just gonna be a similar mold to this figure right here, this body. It's not. It's a new torso. It's a new torso mold and mechanism. So he has the, you know, the chest rotator, which we've all seen, but he also has like a lower ab crunch that goes back and like all the way forward, which is so much better and so much cooler. So in my head, I was like, you know, it's almost funny to me because everybody was saying that this was such a great figure. I'm assuming this is why, because this is literally what makes this such like a definitive Spider-Man. Because in my head, I was thinking out of the box without knowing about the new joint thing. And I was like, it's kind of funny because in my head, this is still a more accurate Spider-Man. Spider-Man's supposed to be like a more lean guy, you know, he flies around a lot and he, you know, it would kind of make no sense for him to be so muscular, and that's why I prefer, for, I guess, accuracy purposes, that's why I would prefer this body better. But honestly, it works because it's fine. I could see why this mechanism wouldn't really work on such a slim body. There would just be no room for it. But this is not, this is good. I like this. I like it a lot. And yeah, so if we go into accessories, he does come with his normal head, which I do like this mask a lot. I'm not sure what is up with that. And I don't know what is up with the camera either because it's not focusing. Hold on. There we go. So, I mean, I don't feel the need for another masked head. I would rather, I guess, if maybe like a, you know, an unmasked Peter Parker head, that would have been so much better. Because we did get the half mask one with the other, you know, with the normal Peter Parker. But, you know, we got this one, kind of unnecessary, probably not going to use it because I like this one a lot. But yeah, the color, again, it is a normal looking Spider-Man, but what makes him so great is just the absolute range, because people have been complaining about these things for such a long time, and now we have a full functioning just Spider-Man that he can just kind of just do whatever you want him to do, and better, you know, he just has more range this time, and it's what we've all been wanting, you know. I personally haven't really been complaining about it all that much, because I'm already used to the WWE Elites, which have minimal articulation. Marvel Legends already, you know, if you compare them, they're very different. Marvel Legends are way more articulated. Yes, and he also has the butterfly joints. So yeah, so I tried not to complain, because I do enjoy these figures a lot in regards to articulation, but for people that only collect Marvel Legends and don't have anything, you know, I guess worse to compare it to, I do understand the complaint and the, you know, and the concern, especially for a Spider-Man figure, which is, you know, somebody who's supposed to be so, like, flexible all the time. So, yeah, oh my gosh, I really appreciate this. This is definitely a step forward, and if they keep doing this with every, you know, upcoming Spider-Man figure that we get, this is definitely going to be better. A lot more people are going to be happy. This one does unfortunately have a little bit of paint issues, but nothing too big. Just thought of pointing them out because, you know, you gotta do that sometimes, but they happen. It's fine. I don't complain a lot, but yeah, you can see there's a couple more here. But I mean, yeah, so if we compare him in size, I guess, with other Spider-Man figures, so there he is. Also he comes with fists. So yeah, there he is with the normal, or the unique, not the unique, the iconic Pizza Spider-Man. This has been the definitive Spider-Man for a long time now. This one has held the crown for a long time for a lot of us. And I guess he gets to be the throne now, because dethroned. Sorry about that. But yeah, there we go. And then here he is next to, hold on, I'm trying to get his joints to work. The little Ultimate Spider-Man, which is a tiny, tiny figure right there. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm contemplating the figure. It's so cool. This is nice. This is really nice. Alright, let's move along. Okay, so overall, would I call this set a must-have? Probably not. I think for me specifically, I think a lot of these figures were needed in my collection, but I know that for a lot of people that have been collecting for a long time and that religiously collect Marvel Legends, they do own a lot of these figures, and a lot of them are unnecessary. But I do think that the left portion here is pretty much the must-have. I know a lot of people have wanted the entire set, and I think my philosophy is if you really want it, just go ahead and get it. Like, that's the whole point of collecting. That's the whole point of these figures. So if you're just really hyped up for them, get them. You're not going to be disappointed. None of these figures are mediocre. A lot of them are pretty much exactly what you would think they are. But for me, I got a lot of expectations exceeded, so that's really cool. But I mean, yeah, these are all just, it is a superior, wave. And I would recommend, again, these three, because of just the uniqueness from these two, and just how, you can't just, how do you collect Marvel Legends and not get every single Spider-Man figure? Like, how do you do that? I don't know. But basically, that's the entire video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, thank you so much for 20,000 plus of you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you again soon. This was On a Person, and I'm signing out.